Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home.
Okay, I've got a question today on the YouTube channel about re-wicking the Ronson Whirlwind Imperial. As you might remember, I did the video on this lighter a 3 months back, and I decided to go ahead and use it, and as you can see, that leather has not fared so well. So anyway, that's not really relevant to what we're doing today. So we're going to go ahead and pull the flint spring screw. Wasn't much of a flint left in there, but there you go. Got the twist bottom mechanism here on the Imperial Whirlwind. So we're going to remove these little felt pads. And start removing our wadding. You see the leather falling off right there. This job isn't going to be helpful for retaining my leather. Boy, I have never seen wadding like this before. This is some tiny almost string. And that looks like Wick. I don't know if the rest of that in there was Wick. No. So we're going to reuse this wadding in this. This was a brand new lighter. I'm really only doing this for demonstration purposes. Yeah, this is almost, it is a string-like material. Which is obviously, I think, going to be much easier to get down in there. There we go. With that kind of access, you really ought to be able to use just about any wick you want. So if you wanted to go through the trouble, as I've shown before, you can tie the wire around the wick. I'll leave a card in the video at this point to another video that will show you how to tie that. But as I said, for this particular job with this particular lighter, we shouldn't have any trouble retrieving the other end of this wick, the wired end of this wick, out of the other end of this lighter. So here we go. didn't even need the wire. And just for fun, we'll go ahead and put one of these old Ronson D-light with the inserter
We won't be using the inserter, but I thought I'd give you a look at the instructions and the paperwork that came with the Wick.
So it said a waxed in. I don't see either one of that looks waxed to me. That's what it said, but let's see if we can just feed that down in there. So yeah, like I veered off camera again, but you can see I don't think that ever left the view of the other camera, just a bad view. So let's turn around here and see, and yeah, we won't have any problem getting a hold of that wick. So anyway, had no problem getting the Ronson wick in there. And so now we'll go ahead and pack this wadding back in there. All this string, yarn. That's the word. That's a better word. It's very yarn-like.
And we're going to speed this up and kind of fast forward through part of this, save you a little bit of time.
Okay, so we have both sides packed in back in there. Get the felt back in place here. So we got the felt back in place. Go ahead and trim our wick to the length we want it. Which we're going to leave a little bit there so that we can spread it out at the top.
No Ronson Redskin we'll put in here. So we'll go ahead and fuel that now. There you go. If you enjoy watching repair videos for vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconista, and other useful mechanisms, then please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video that you are watching. Tell your friends about the channel. Send that off in a link, text message, share it on social media, however it is that you communicate with folks nowadays, and let them get a look at it for themselves. Leave any comments or questions below. We would also appreciate it if you would follow and like us across all the social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and of course eBay. That'll be Dependable Flame or dependableflame.com. Until next time.